All right, it's time for some Gran Turismo. Tomorrow I won't be able to stream, and although I had planned to stream either Devil May Cry or Gran Turismo today, I'm too gassed. I moved a lot of furniture today, so we're just gonna chill with some Gran Turismo. Feel like it's for the best. It's still gonna be intense since we're again trying the European Championship with the Jensen Interceptor. I am too stubborn about it by now. I refuse to use any other car to beat this championship. And I feel like we practice so much. We know the tracks. We know which tracks we can win, which ones we'll have to just lose. Settings on the car. We just have to practically beat Grand Valley Speedway. I feel like that's the race to win. If we can win Grand Valley Speedway, we should be Gucci. Just in case, I'm gonna buy Wait, you can't even buy super hard tires for sports. It's only racing. It's kind of concerning. Just thinking, is there anything else we can get? Supercharger. I feel like it's good on some tracks like Opera, Monaco. Why not? Let's try it. Just have to remember to take it off. Okay, back in we go. I mean, if you look at this, this is all pretty damn good already. Like gold, silver, silver. Like we're almost there. But if the Jaguar is not in the championship, I'm restarting. And if the Zonda is along also, it's just a bonus if the Zonda shows up, since it can compete. Nah, this is too easy. We gotta abandon this. The Jaguar and the Zonda, here we go. This is what I want to see. I feel like 11 is kind of clumsy for this track, but it's good for the tires, so we're gonna keep it. We're switching front tires to medium and see how it goes. Now, hopefully this doesn't upset the balance of the car somehow. I'm almost contemplating putting mediums on the back also on Opera, because it wasn't in too bad of a shape, but I feel like this is still better. I don't want to risk it, especially with both the Jaguar and the Zonda in the race. But we are gonna need pole position. We're gonna need to do some practice, warm up basically. Get a feel for the car. Get a feel for the supercharger. It's a nice drift. But it's not good on my tires. Honestly, supercharger doesn't feel that bad, but I don't know how it works because this is kind of a low rev car in general. Like, we're not exactly pushing any boundaries. But it feels more alert, even with the 11 sitting in the gearbox and the hard rear tires. It still feels kind of feisty when you get out of the corners. Like, you can clearly see a boost there that just wakes up at certain intervals. I mean, that has to be the supercharger going to work. Because we've been driving this car for so long now that we kind of know how it should behave. Ahead by 130, but this is pole position, and all of this is gonna pay dividends anyways towards the end of the race. I just hope the supercharger doesn't wear out my tires. 3 seconds, okay. Seems good. The Zonda should be second place, yeah. Pushing the Jaguar down to third. Let's go. 22-point race. The Zonda smashing into the wall, classic. Absolute classic. Maybe all this drifting is also from the different sets of tires that I have super hard in the back and mediums in the front. Maybe that's what's causing this drifty behavior. But I don't mind, this gives me way more control, I feel like, because a big problem with this car was getting it turned around, like in this corner. Feels smoother to drive. It also shows we're already 2.5 seconds ahead of the Zonda. Now I'm just taking risks. But This strat might actually give me some much needed advantages on the other tracks also. Maybe Grand Valley Speedway, maybe Monaco. I wouldn't lose in this last second possible, basically. And on Le Mans, we're just gonna cheat, especially against the Zonda, which is even faster than the Jaguar, I think. Most likely gonna have to cheat around the chicanes. Nürburgring, we're most likely gonna lose. I just hope we don't get third place in Nürburgring. That would be sad. Because if you get second place, it's still a lot of points. But third place, that's already a difference maker. Especially if the wrong car gets first place. I just have to hope that somehow the Jaguar and the Zonda duke it out and get second place. Like they split up the points, basically. That's my prediction and hope. Because I feel like the Zonda is better on some tracks, while the Jaguar is better on other tracks. That's why I want both the Zonda and the Jaguar in the race. If it's just the Jaguar, then it's much more clean cut. Me and the Jaguar just fighting over who gets first place and who gets second. We're third of the race through and we still have green tires, like bright green. I'm mostly just observing the front tires, what the condition of them are at the end of the race. If I should switch the front tires to soft to get even more discrepancy between them or not. Tires still green. I mean, there's getting this sort of apple green color, but all in all, this thread is paying off. Because the car doesn't feel that much slower either with hard tires in the rear. But of course, this is Opera. This is probably the easiest race in this championship. For some reason, the bots just struggle a lot on this map. I mean, myself also struggle a lot with it. I feel like the settings of the car really help here. All this drifting. I can't really drive cleanly here. You just lose so much time. Which they also kind of showed in the license test for this track with the Renault Clio, which is also a very drifty car. Can carry a lot of speed through the corners. Like normally I would like smash into the wall here with orange tires or something like that. Ooh, way too wide. Ooh, playing with fire. I'd say based on this performance that maybe okay, something stuck in my throat. Maybe I could even have this sort of tire setup during Nürburgring, the final boss. But maybe the front tires being medium will last through 2 laps. And if that's the case, maybe that would give me some sort of, not advantage, but some sort of compromise to try to keep up with the Jaguar. And probably the Zonda as well. Because from what we saw last attempt, the Jaguar clearly just shits on me. Especially during the second lap when the rear tires are starting to malfunction. But if the front tires could last long enough, and with medium tires maybe, I don't know, pull more weight, maybe I could keep up with the Jaguar. I doubt it, but I wouldn't mind if that was the case. Yeah, we clearly have orange tires now at the end of the race, but it's still the kind of acceptable orange. It's not the bad kind of orange. And front tires were like apple green. All in all, not too bad. Good start. The Jaguar even got 4th place. TVR overtook it. What the fuck? Is this gonna be a Zonda? A Zonda championship? Ooh, we need to do... We need to remove the supercharger. Why does it lose so much? Oh wait, it replaces the NA tuning. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is peak power while the other one is torque. Well, we're already lacking in peak power, so maybe... Let's see those graphs again. They're kind of similar, but this is... This looks like a more natural kind of build-up. I'm just thinking what's better for Grand Valley. But this is kind of like peak performance. And then it goes down at the absolute top. Let's do a lap. With this, see how it even feels. Like if you can get a solid lap, pole position with these settings, I think we go with this. But during Le Mans, we gotta go for the naturally aspirated engine. One thing I always forget also is that you can do pole position with soft tires and then switch to hard tires for the race itself, but that's kind of like, it's not cheating, but you trick yourself, if I say it like that, because we already can get pole position with hard tires and medium tires and whatever, so switching to soft, yeah, it speeds up the lap, but you blind yourself, because then you get used to, you know, one kind of settings on the tires, and then you have to do the race with other kinds of settings, so you just confuse yourself. That very well. It kind of paid off. Now we have way more control in these corners as well. I struggled a lot with these corners during the previous attempts, but now we're like kind of Gucci. I'm still struggling with this last corner. It looks so weird. I can't get it right, especially with this car. Picking up around okay, that's not good. That's gonna cost us the lap, I think. It's a good reminder that we got a break in time, and we can do multiple attempts for pole position. And the tire should be good enough for another lap. Behind with 2.5. That sounds about right. It's even a very generous amount. I feel like we should have lost at least maybe 4 seconds on that stunt of mine, maybe 5. Yeah. And my braking lines are completely off now. I don't know if it's because the tires are so warm that, you know, the acceleration is stronger than the first lap, and the brakes can't keep up. Or is it just me assuming? I feel like it's better to just brake straight down to 4th gear and then accelerate early. 3rd position. Okay, so both the Zonda and the Jaguar were faster due to my throws. 4th position. Now we're at peak performance. This is also going to give a good reading for how well the tires are performing on this map. Every time I can't deal with this corner. I feel like I have way more time and distance. You just get this feeling that you're supposed to accelerate through the whole thing, and then suddenly it's like a 90-degree turn. It lulls you into a false sense of security. There we go. 1st place. Now I just have to remember everything that we learned. Now it needs 35 points because the longer stretch things are cars you're gonna lose on the stretch. And we're kinda right. Jaguar is clearly beating us. I've agreed. Okay, I tried to do something cheeky there. I got punished a bit. It's all good. It's all good. I think it's all good at least. A chance to accelerate properly. Now we can overtake this guy at least. Once again, I feel like these particular corners are where my car excels compared to the AI on this track. Still the question is, how do I catch up to the Jag? I can't afford to screw up here. If I could just keep up with him until next lap, then I can maybe try to intercept him at the corner where I have the advantage. I feel like he's just gonna dust us here on this straight. I I don't even know if he's braking here. I don't think so. I am in distance of slipstream though. If I can just hang on, you know. I feel like a lot relies on me getting these particular corners right also. Keeping as much of my speed down the hill. And then relying on the superchargers to catch up here. Because now he's gonna start slipping away from me. Unless... Wait, who's ramming who here? We have a battle on our hands. I get the better exit thanks to that. They're aggressively pushing. There we go. Have to take a worse line. I just need to keep my lead somehow. While my tires are slowly gonna degrade over the laps. I feel like I should have had a straight braking line there instead. I took that way too wide. It's gonna catch up here. Especially since I have to brake carefully. Align my car. I have to avoid him so he doesn't slipstream. It doesn't matter if I'm slower here because I can just block him now in all these corners and then get away from him. Tuning, 5th gear, accelerate down the hill, create a gap between us. Second gap now. If we can, you know, increase the lead by 1 second each lap, that would be ideal. But I feel like during the last lap, the tires might be bad enough that he will just start catching up. He's gonna have to rely on my defense a lot instead. But it's kinda insane how poorly the Zonda is doing on this map. Like the Jaguar is the true secret final boss. And it's probably gonna be that way also during Nürburgring. Are turning apple green, but it's still fine. This is only a 5-lap race anyways. If it was 6 laps, then I'd be really worried. I need to start braking earlier and earlier each lap. Since I'm so far away that I can't block him, he's kinda gonna catch up during some of these corners as well. So I'll have to still keep pushing my advantage in this section here. accidentally licked the sand there or the grass. I don't think we lost anything on it. Very smooth. It's gonna pay dividends. Yeah, we're gaining now like a second per lap. Hopefully it lasts until the rest of the race, because I have yellow tires now. By the end of next lap, they might be still on the good orange side, but his tires are not getting any worse. So you know, the ball is in my court basically to keep up the quality and the speed. It might be last lap that he just turns on the nitro, blasts my ass. Dangerously close by the looks of it. Maybe it's just my imagination. 1.7 lead. Okay, what the fuck? He's gaining. I'm panicking. I have to do some defensive posturing here. I look at this. Look at the AI. As soon as it's the last lap, he starts driving like a maniac. Maybe I can still do the same trick as last time. Not as smoothly, not as smoothly. My tires are also orange. It's gonna try to do something this lap. Sparks are flying. I'm gonna have to ram him. No other way. I can't believe that worked. But it's not over yet. That was such a golden shingo moment. I can't believe it finally worked out. Usually I just slam into the wall and end up losing even more. Holy moly. Whew. Worked hard for those 35 points. Zonda in 5th place. What the fuck is wrong with this car? Seriously. Okay. I guess now we can chill with Le Mans. Cheat. We can even put the medium tires. Wait, it's front and I must have screwed up the tires. Need to double check because the tires are medium now. Instead of NA tuning, we need, instead of supercharger, we need the NA tuning. I'm just surprised how well we did with both tires being hard on Grand Valley. Like we shouldn't have won that race, but we just lucked out with the collision. Wait, I didn't press practice. I pressed. Oh boy. Well, now we definitely have to gonna cheat. Because the game doesn't believe in us. Might also be that some of these cars start malfunctioning. By the looks of it, the Zonda and the Jaguar are not even pole position, so I feel like that's an advantage actually. Make sure that they also don't have any good positions. I can just overtake them instead. And hopefully they get confused in the mix with the TVR and these other cars. And with some good old slipstreaming as well. But I don't know what the top speed is right now with these settings. It might be 275. We'll have to see. Yeah, something like that. The Zonda is peaking. Here comes the cheating bastard. Still only 1.5 seconds ahead. Go shitbox, go. Now we see dividends. That's not part of the plan. I guess we're just trying to make the race interesting. The TVR still seems to be in second place. Kinda well. But I don't mind. The more they argue with themselves, the better odds I have of winning the championship. What? What the hell? He's attacking me. Well, it's another way of braking. Who's here? The goddamn Jaguar. He's also pushing me into the wall. Okay, now we have a race on our hands. I need to respect the braking line. And if this happens during next lap, I'm dead. Because I'm not gonna catch up to these guys. Can cut the sand. Try to get something out of that. But like this. To make sure at least I'm in a good position when we get on the straight. I don't want to assassinate this guy though, because he's my ticket to make sure that the Jag doesn't get more points than he should. Okay, this guy is off to the side. Hopefully the Jag doesn't overtake. Tires warmed up though, so we're in kind of good shape now. TVR is still only a second behind. I'm kind of scared he's gonna catch up. The rear window. We still have to cheese here. I can see him. He's approaching from behind. This car is not made for this track, basically. I gotta check something. Alright, we're good. I'm just double checking out of paranoia because yesterday I accidentally streamed unlisted for like 1.5 hours. Okay, now we got the braking distance correct. Should give us a good advantage. Oh, the goddamn Jag. And the TVR is back. Kind of weird. I lost some of my lead there, which worries me. Up the pressure. Slowly whittling down my lead. Let's not cheat too much here. We're already winning by the looks of it. Nice. But the Jag got the 6 points. Okay, we're twice the points of the Jag, so we shouldn't lose this championship by now. We got 3 wins. As long as I get second place in Nürburgring and Monaco, we're Gucci. But of course, I need to win them for the completion. But I don't have to do it with this car at least. If it's starting to look sus. I think we switched to the supercharger. We put hard tires in the rear. And we don't do anything else. I am kind of worried about how much is the supercharger gonna blow up my tires on this track, because my tires are unbelievably bad shape at the end of this race. This is about as brutal as Nürburgring. I'm just thinking. Only thing I could do is change the gearbox to be slower, but that might also cost me the race. So I'm just gonna pole position, hope for the best, and pray that the hard tires keep me alive throughout all the 6 laps. Driving like a drunken cow. And the hard, it feels completely different to drive on this track. The hard tires in the rear. I gotta say, not in a good way. I'm just gonna have to pray that they at least survive better at the last lap. Yeah, this feels super weird to drive. I really need to pay attention and practice all I can here in pole position. The car feels so damn slow in general. Maybe I should try again with NA and see if it's faster or slower or whatever. Because on paper this should be faster. 5-second gap. I'm curious. We'll test it out. Double check. Yep. Oh, he even remembers my best lap. Okay, that's good. It feels more unstable. Feels very shaky when you. Okay, let's not do that again. I guess the engine doesn't feel as responsive. You can see a clear delay there with me turning the car. Tires seem much greener. Slower by 300. Doesn't really say much. The wall there, but shouldn't matter too much. .6 slower. Those are some serious allegations. But even with that wall slam, this is like 3 seconds slower. Okay, supercharger it is. Maybe we can finally win on Monaco with these settings. The Zonda beat the Jaguar. Most interesting. I guess maybe the Zonda is better on these tighter maps like Opera and Monte Carlo, while Jaguar is better on these more wider, more open tracks, more like mid-range speed, like Grand Valley, Le Mans. Very interesting. I haven't even seen the Mercedes. I feel like it's not existent in this race. Let's go. 22-point race. Okay, at least the game believes in me. We've driven almost 750 kilometers with this car. Not bad. First lap is gonna be shaky though. Cold tires. We take that wall bump. Yeah, you see a clear difference in the acceleration. Because with the NA setting, even if you hit the gas pedal, it doesn't actually accelerate until you get the car straight. But here already when you're turning, you see that the kilometers are going up on the display. It is actually faster response time. And somehow the tires are also calmer than with the NA setting. Somehow degrades slower. Maybe I should just keep the supercharger on. Maybe that will also help me on Nürburgring. Very clean drift. And that was 149. And that was the start of the race when we were all going like 80 kilometers per hour. And we're still 2 seconds faster than the NA pole position attempt, which was, blazing 160 at the start of the race. The difference is undeniable. It's probably gonna be even faster. Like, I'll try to get it down to like 146 at least. Right now I'm just building the momentum. I need all the lead I can get before the tires blow up. If I can create at least a 10-second lead, maybe that will be enough to cover any losses on the last lap. get 147 or pole position. I should worry less about 146 and more about trying to recreate 147. Wall there, I got greedy. I feel like that costs a lot of time, that wall bounce there, since it goes down to the first gear afterwards. Probably degrades tires extra much also. Rear tires are getting apple green. We're only halfway through the race. I feel like we have at least one, maybe two more laps to try to gain some lead. But it might be that the tires are already orange on the 5th lap. Now we got a proper exit. Okay, we slipped down the first gear anyways, maybe it's unavoidable if you wanna get out of that maze. .5, okay, the proper exit out of the tunnel apparently blew the Zonda's mind. If we can repeat that, maybe we have a solid chance. The rear tires are in surprisingly good condition. I would have expected them to be yellow, orangish by now. This is all good news. Okay. Our tires are orange. Our lead is dwindling. Classic Monaco. Lap 6, I guess. Kinda expected our tires to be in even worse shape by now. Or that's what it usually is. So I guess I can't complain. But I'm still worried. 6 seconds. I need to somehow get a lot of exit speed here. Like, it's a dead given that the tires are gonna blow up by the end of this race, so we might as well just roll with it. Wall bump. Try to keep the car straight. Try to adjust with the steering. Points 4. Maybe we can still beat this. As long as the car doesn't drift out of control. I can hear the Zonda behind me. Holy shit, we did it. 151. That's not a bad time, honestly, for our last lap. To put it into perspective, with the supercharger and orange, almost red tires, we were just as fast as green tires with the NA setting. That's genuinely mind-blowing. Okay, we'll reach the point where we can just abandon the Nürburgring race and still win the championship. We have so many points. But I still want to try. Since it even doesn't even matter if we win or not, in theory we could even try the crazy soft tires, pit stop, soft tires strat. But I don't know. It's kinda unhinged. Do I like this lineup? I guess I do, but... I'm more curious, will the medium front tires blow up or not? That's what we're testing. And will the supercharger make a difference? That's what we're testing now. Can we even get a pole position lap on Nürburgring with these settings? So in a sense, this is more like 2 victory laps, or 4, depending on how you count. gonna do the grass stick. I'm just zoning out here, driving on instinct. Guess I should focus more. Yeah. The fact that the car only can go 250 is kind of concerning for the end stretch. Just have to pray that it pays off in all other aspects of the race. 262. I guess it's not that bad. I guess the supercharger is way better on this car. Okay, the uphill struggle. Where's the bumps on the road? Makes me over it. It's a straight up crime that you're not allowed to use the pit stop. Practice. Tires are already apple green. I am worried. Might have been driving too recklessly so far. I guess the Gigabrain strat is to drive very slowly across the entire lap and then roll up to the starting line basically, and then you do the second lap. Green tires or blue tires. Yeah. We're slightly ahead, but I feel like these times are very deceptive in this track. Like the Jag is just gonna dust us once it gets up to speed. Okay, now we really do have to cheat across the grass. Can't even turn on the grass basically. Climbed up to 6 seconds. We're gonna need all those seconds once the tires go orange. I feel like the left rear tire is already orange because of all the crazy drifting we've done. It's safer to just smash into the wall here, I feel like. Not to upset the tires more than needed. Eight seconds. Am I missing something? Are the enemy cars struggling somehow? This is not healthy. Still 8 seconds. My tires are not gonna survive until the end of the race. That's a fact. My tires are turning to literal mandarins or oranges. And we're only in the carousel. It's like 1/3 of the race left. If not more. Tires are already starting to behave a bit funny. Do all this extra adjustment braking. Which just further puts my tires into the drain. My lead also is vanishing. As long as I can keep the car straight, I was gonna say, but I can't even keep my car straight anymore by the looks of it. My only hope is that the AI also is starting to have problems. I need to be super careful here. Hug the wall as much as I can to keep the car straight. As long as I reach the finish line, we're all good there. I don't know how. This is gonna get worse. They're gonna literally overtake me during the practice session. At this rate. I have to do so much counter steering and all kinds of weird tricks just to get through a relatively simple corner. Now I'm down by 7 seconds. At least they're not fully red, they're only light red. I'm really scared now that we're going 250. My tires are blown up. I don't even dare turn the steering wheel here. Well, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Thanks for the speed boost. Miracle Jaguar save. Okay. Drive on grass to adjust the car. I got a 5th place. Wow. Okay, by the looks of it, the hard tire strat doesn't matter. We are simply fucked this race. So I might as well go for the soft tires meme strat. And if I remember correctly, they turned like yellow-orange at the end of the race. And I guess we go for the supercharger. I'm just thinking, is there anything else here that could help? I think the transmission also needs to be at 11 for the balance. Let's see, how does 9 look? Maybe not. It might degrade the tires too much for even one lap. Okay. This is gonna be a weird lap. Or weird race. 10 points with soft tires. Yeah, I don't know about that. At least AI is confident. Zonda struggle again. Let's see, can we even catch up to the Jaguar during our first lap? So I have my doubts, even with soft tires. We're doing some unorthodox stress. Yeah, the soft tires feel way better though, in general. Has much more grip, less drifting, more acceleration. A little faster though. Moving my approach. These guys are unhinged. It's like they're all driving on soft tires, but they don't have to pit stop. Using some unorthodox threats. Now I need to somehow create big enough of a gap so I can pit stop in between laps. Well, this meme strat is working so far. We're 3 seconds ahead of the Jag. I'm just worried that the tires might actually degrade too fast. They're still not showing any signs of degrading though, which is really good. Five seconds. Maybe this is actually the strength. apple green tires. We're going through carousel, so they should be like yellow, orangish maybe at the end of the lap, which is kind of ideal. Seconds. I feel like if you can like get like, I don't know, 10 seconds, 15, maybe that's enough for to convert into a pit stop. Okay. Tires are yellow already. Pay attention in case they turn orange prematurely. Still keeping our lead. Let's line up here, high speed section. Lose control of the car. Actually gained a bit on me there. That's what worries me. The Jag is just gonna catch up in the high speed sections. Okay, my tires are actually getting obliterated. They should survive. Like, this is like the edge, basically. Like, any more tire wear and I wouldn't even, you know, survive this straight. This is like the fine line between flying off into the moon and actually keeping it on the track. I think we gotta eat some grass here. Make sure. Oh. Soft. No fuel. That was not ideal, but it is what it is. Come on, guys, new tires. "14 seconds. Can we do it? Can we beat the Jag? It's 14 seconds lead. Just worried that the Jag might be much faster this lap than the previous also. Okay, we're not gaining on it. I'm throwing. Man, I'm still in 5th place, man. That's the crazy part. Like, that's the zone, man. Trying to catch up with a zone there. Unnecessary drifting, unfortunately. But yeah, by the looks of it, even with soft tires, I just can't keep up with the Jag on this track. At least we're catching up to the other boys. Somehow the tires are in better shape now than during the first lap. I don't know what I did different. Might have been some weird drift that caused extra degradation. The Zonda caught up to me. This is just embarrassing by now. Is the Jag slacking? Holy mother, okay. Bro, it's gonna... Okay, we have orange. change tires again, but it's like light orange. Please stay on the road. At least we can beat up the zone then. Fourth place. Okay, I think this strat really didn't work. Bruh. But at least we beat the Jaguar in the championship. It's over. We finally beat the European Championship. Oh. It's Jaguar. Let's get that big money. Only 45,000? Jesus. This doesn't cover my costs. Okay. What car do we get? We worked so damn hard to beat this Jaguar. What do we get? Better not be some old shit books. I don't know if I should laugh or cry. I mean, I love this car, but in this context, I just feel like I want to scream. But now we can finally beat the Nürburgring 2 laps with this bad boy. Let's take it for a spin. Finally done with the Jensen Interceptor. Oh, where's my... I mean, it should sort. Oh wait, here's the... Oh my god, this is all messed up now. There it is. Do I need to tune this thing? Should be tuned already. Turbo. Racing suspension, alright. You know what? Let's not put turbo in it. Let's keep it stock. And let's try to beat the final race with that. Oh yeah, sports tires. Oops. Kind of funny that it doesn't even have sports tires. I guess we need hard, and we need... I guess we'll just go with hard. I have no idea how this car behaves. How much tires it burned through. We'll keep it safe. It might be that it burns through more rear tires than the Jensen even. But since this is some LM prototype wannabe, hopefully it shouldn't. Let's adjust the suspension at least. I have no idea how this car will perform. But the game is willing to give me 5 points, so take it as a good sign. I like the sound. I guess this car is much wider than I'm used to. It's Jag against Jag. I'm great on this thing. It's insane. Tires, they're stone cold blue. We're going almost 300 and the tires are blue. Can't even drift at these speeds. No wonder the Jaguar didn't care about the tire conditions. What the fuck? This is like a completely different level of tire quality. I don't even have to cheat here, I'll just... Didn't even fly out there. Just adjusted. Snap back to reality. 10 kilometers, and finally the tires are starting to become green. What the hell? And this is without the turbo. I wonder how this car feels with 900 horsepower instead of 500. I also hope this car is eligible for that British Championship or whatever we saw there below the European Championship. I'm impressed with the other Jaguar, how well it's keeping up though. It's only behind by 10 seconds. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but when you think about it, it's not that big of a deal. But it is kind of wild that this car, with hard tires, I have like infinite health on the tires basically. It's just as fast as the Jensen Interceptor with soft tires, just chewing through the rubber. Can't even get one lap around without blowing up basically. You know, this car, I don't know how many laps this car can do. These tires, it feels like at least 2 laps, 3 laps maybe, before you have to pit stop. Maybe 4? Huh? This is unhinged. We still can steer pretty much perfectly. How to go back to normal cars after this? 7:26 as well. Really curious what color the tires are going to be at the end of the lap. can even drift with this car. Very interesting. Okay, there we spun out, guys. Touched the forbidden tiles. We just got back on track. Keep in mind, this is with sports tires. Like this car behaves like a LM prototype with sports tires. And imagine how this bad boy performs if you put the racing tires on it. Like I like this car more than the Camaro, even though I think the Camaro is way faster. But that might just be because we don't have 900 horsepower yet on this weapon. But if you put racing tires and 900 horsepower on this one, it probably even beats the Camaro easily. But 27 seconds, all the tires are still bright green. What is going on? Jag is getting demolished. And our tires are still green. What is this? You've gone 40. cars without the tires degrading. Unbelievable. Kind of funny that the game even gave us any points for this one. Nice. All cars permitted, standard or sports tires. Oh, this is an easy win. Sounds like this car. 3 laps, Grand Valley Speedway, Fuji, infield. What's the competition even here? Speed 6, Lotus. Huh? I expected something better. I mean, even the fucking Jensen can beat these guys, I feel like. I mean, how many spec points? 7. That's them being generous, basically, because we're using hard tires in a race for like medium, maybe even soft. This would be way too easy with this car. I feel like we go with the Jensen again. Since these are short enough that we can actually use normal tires. It's only 3 laps. I just find it super weird that this one is IB and this one is IA. When this seems to be a much easier race than this one. But I guess it's because this one has all European cars, while this one has only British cars, which makes it more of a niche championship. Very nice car. Bring out the Interceptor. curious what other competition might be here. I would like to see the Speed 12 or something like that. I don't know if the Interceptor can beat it. Aston Martin DB9 Coupe. Huh. Can I get away with soft tires for 3 laps? Probably. I mean, how long is Grand Valley Speedway? 5 kilometers, 3 laps is 15 kilometers. That's shorter than 1 lap around Nürburgring. Let's just try it out, see what happens. 9-point race. Soft tires. I should have picked medium tires. Like 45 seconds later, we have green tires. Meanwhile, with the Jaguar, we drove for 10 kilometers before we got green tires. Difference is unhinged. Jensen Interceptor with soft tires, it's like a completely different beast compared to even medium tires. Trying to keep the tires from degrading too much. They're all already kind of apple green. Might turn orange to the last lap if I'm not careful. I would ideally keep them at yellow at least till like the last half lap. as I predicted. Starting to go orange around last half. We have so much of a lead here. Can't really stop us. Nice. 9 points. I guess I would have gotten more if I used medium tires. Probably with the same result though. This is an even shorter race though, but I think I'm done for tonight. I'm really tired. But I'm glad we beat the European Championship finally. And even though I was upset at first, I'm really glad about the prize car we got. Very fun car. Kind of want to make it my main car once I get some more money. But yeah. Let's leave this race for now. Yep. I'm done for tonight. Thanks for watching. See you later. And good night.